Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake. So this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talents that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Lambert can't get it to go. James on the wing. Marks defending. And he gets the bucket.
All right, a little old school stuff from MP, going with the midi.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Outside Marks. Pass to Peltier.
Lets the three fly. Rebounded by James.
Over Marks. And the bank shot is good.
Agile move by MP there. He keeps the ball in his thing and throws the defender off completely. Well, something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment. What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Pass to Peltier. Back to Chauvet.
And he's going up for the hoop here.
And Peltier with the slam.
The prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Men, women, children, senior citizens. Am I missing anybody?
I think you covered it.
I think you covered them all, guys. Unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Now here's Chauvet. Marchand right side.
Clock at 6.
Screen by Lambert. Peltier outside. And hauled in by Paris.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Nanterre trailing.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Marchand.
From past the arc.
The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
It's always nice to have a power forward who can shoot the three. Marchand showing off his range.
Back to James.
The tray makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Only took him a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
This isn't close. 1 second left. That one doesn't drop, and that does it for the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 6.
And welcome back as we get set to start the Paris FC basket call time. Pass to Illich.
Shoots it up, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And for the young players like NP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. It's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Here's Girard. Outside Chauvet. And here's Lambert.
6 to shoot. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
Nice touch from the mid-range by Lambert. He's a taller player who can really do damage with his jumper.
Outside James. It's stolen by Marks. High post Lambert. Girard.
From outside, off the mark. And even 3-on-3 break.
Here's Portier. It's rebounded by Marks. Nanterre with the ball.
11-point game.
And a Chauvet missing.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, who worked his way through the ranks, he spent some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Marks. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
Florian Marks getting to his spot and leaving the D to stand for disappointed.
And James slams it in!
And how about that? MP showing a little extra flair with the thunderous throwdown.
Chauvet with it.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now here's James.
Chauvet covering.
And James again.
He is such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
To the middle.
The Sewer with the steal. It's stolen by Marks. Here's Lambert. Here's Chauvet.
And the jumper is on the mark.
Lambert's shooting isn't the only reason he's on NBA scouts' radar. His passing doesn't look too bad either.
Outside James. Good on the three-point shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Pass to Girard. Here's Bleu. Chauvet.
Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. No good on that shot.
Even with the decent coverage that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Absolutely. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Back to Lambert.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. James picks one up. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It'll count. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. Pass to Chauvet. And it's Portier with the rebound. thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talents, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Oh, and the jam by James!
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Outside Chauvet. Pass to Lambert. Now here's Peltier.
6 on the shot clock.
Three-pointer Chauvet. And Terra Elite again can't hit. Lamont. He's guarded by Peltier.
Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre Elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Showing off his skills. MP going with the floater and just dropping it in.
Pass to Peltier.
Inside. Here's Marks. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And it's Paris with the ball.
Since the second half started, they've only given up 3.
Big show of athleticism. By MP, going up strong for the dunk.
Outside Marks. Pass to Peltier.
For 3.
And Elich pulls it down.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Here's James.
The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Outside Marks. And the jam by Marks.
Showing just how explosive he can be. Marks with the hammer.
Outside James. To the inside.
Elich.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And Bogey Elich might not be the player he once was, but he can still be a factor.
When the burst he used to have is replaced by his leadership on the floor, much like his twin brother Lazar, who plays for Madrid, Elich is a guy who has found success throughout the years and knows how to win.
Second shot opportunity.
Rejected by Zadirko. And out of bounds, Paris will take it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Oh, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that. Well, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Peltier, no good. Now Paris FC Basket with it.
They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's James.
Again, it's Paris.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
And that one's good. Marks.
Good to see Marks being active inside. He's so skilled at converting when he gets those chances.
Up top, Visior.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second.
Here's Beaumarchais.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. With 1 on the clock, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Running.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going.
Outside James.
Pass to Blanchet.
From the top of the key.
Rebound by Nanterre. High post Lambert.
Up and in on the layup.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
Back to James. And Lambert pulls it down. Here's Bleu.
Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by James. And slam dunk by James.
Hello, that's what I call a move.
Some artistry on his way to the basket.
And threw it.
Forget the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Punch it down.
And the jam by Lambert.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal positioning.
To the paint.
And the dunk by Gasol.
You can always depend on him to put that lead pass right on the money.
And Nanterre has possession.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down low.
Gasol with the steal.
Oop, they picked the pass.
Here's Beaumarchais. Here's Bleu.
And he stuffs it in. What a pass to set him up.
A 1-2 punch right there. Nice steal and some elevation on the jam.
Yeah, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play on defense.
An easy basket, too.
Man, my old coaches would be so proud. I mean, that's the importance of great on-the-ball defense being showcased there.
And a new group getting ready for Nanterre.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win.
The shot by Lambert, no good.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
Outside Chauvet. Peltier outside.
Drills it from outside.
He threaded the bounce pass in there very well.
Outside James. Over Marks. And Paris tacks on 2 more.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Marshall outside.
Inside. Tries again.
And it's blocked by Leduc. Peltier with the steal. Marks.
Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall. 4-3 James. Hits it from 3-point range.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Here's Lambert. Peltier outside. Paris grabs the miss.
Pass to James. It's good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Chauvet. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
Now here's James. He's guarded closely, and the layup falls.
He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Buries it down low.
For MP, it's always full effort. He has never shied away from obstacles.
Outside Marks. Marchand. Lambert. Vasseur defending. Outside for Marks. And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Ben.
yeah, my focus is always going to be on winning.
Peach, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
This good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Who that boy is bad.
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my follower?
What, you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
Thought you'd be more prepared.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Ledoux. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Ledoux might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Ledoux, and tonight, they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter.
Now here's Ledoux.
With the floater, and the layup is up and in.
Making a difficult shot look easy. Ledoux has a great feel for when he should dial up the floater.
As you said, Ledoux, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And he's good on the second. Here's Miller. To the paint.
Here's Lemuel. And James with the block.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes to the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Now here's Illich.
That's good, and it's James with the assist.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that team is playing so well.
Lemuel, no good.
James.
He's covered by Leduc.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Oh, you look at the potential they do, it's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
James gets the bucket.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And here's Miller. Outside Leduc. Over Portier. Leduc gets the bucket.
The quick action from Quentin Miller. He saw a window and sent the pass.
And here's Paris.
Leading by 12.
And you look at the Strasbourg team. They aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Leduc.
Six to shoot.
Leduc with another miss. Now Paris FC Basket with it.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let them take over.
Now here's Leduc.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Lemuel.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
A wiry wing. Lemuel able to sneak in for two.
James again.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
Outside Vasseur. Now here's Leduc. Covered by Portier.
And he can't jam it through.
Here's Dumont for three.
Drills the three-pointer.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge earth.
Oh, he got it!
It's in!
What a shot! What a play!
Wow!
Insane shot. And listen to this place explode.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play.
Paris FC Basket ahead. And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup. Here in Strasbourg. And some changes here for Paris FC Basket. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
What intensity from MP in the paint, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Pass to Lemieux. Leon. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Don't they know that's as good as a layup for him?
Outside James. Drains it from beyond the arc.
After the three on the other end, you had to know MP was itching to hit a three of his own.
Right side, Leduc. Some solid defense from Dumont.
Here's James, and slam dunk by James.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
I hope so. There's nothing like a one-footer.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
James slams it in!
And how about that? MP showing a little extra flair with the thunderous throwdown.
Here's Leon, covered by Portier. Outside Lemieux.
Off target from three-point range.
He only got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block. It made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been. Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Right wing.
Now here's Leduc.
He's closely guarded, and he drops in the layup off glass.
A huge scoring night for Leduc, and we're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Now here's Miller, guarded by Dumont.
Well, a little undersized at the center spot, but Vasseur is very mobile.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. And so he makes them both from the line.
Now Portier.
Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's James, and the layup is good.
Athletic play from MP inside, getting around the traffic and finding a shot.
Leduc with it.
He's got 13.
Vasseur.
Sadirko defending.
Leduc for three. It's hauled in by Paris.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Yeah, you know, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
It's his first trip to the line. And he sinks the second.
And it's Paris with the ball.
Here's James. Doesn't go for him.
Outside Lemieux. It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemieux had it dialed in just how he likes it.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
His ability is matched only by his energy, guys. He's usually in the middle of everything for them.
From the arc, and Paris, another triple.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Up top, Leduc, covered by Portier. Lemieux, that's good.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
4-3 James buries the long-range jumper.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasbourg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting five.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasbourg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
Another three for Paris.
Now you can trust Dumont to make the right read and send a pass to where it needs to go.
Back to Leduc.
The shake, and James with the block.
What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Leduc.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. But whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
Miller outside. Leduc.
And James with the block.
Wow, MP said no way and blocked that shot with authority.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Leduc goes in. And Leduc with Le Dunk.
He's done a ton to help this team, but he needs to do even more if they're going to have a chance to come back.
James, and such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Agile move by MP there. He keeps the ball in a string and throws the defender off completely.
Outside Leduc.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They'll want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Outside James.
Dumont.
For three. And James again.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC. Strasbourg calls timeout. Outside Leduc. It's hauled in by Leduc. And now Paris on the break.
And the basket by James.
I like how MP is right there to ensure they capitalize on the fast break. This guy, he doesn't waste opportunities.
To the left wing.
Pass to Vasseur.
From the line. And he didn't quite get enough under that one.
Here's Paris. Here's Blanchet.
And slam dunk by James.
What anticipation from MP, sensing an opportunity for that alley-oop and just going for it.
For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Outside Leduc.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And here's Paris. Pass to Blanchet. And here's Leduc. He's guarded by Roquefort. And stolen by Roquefort. Here's Leduc.
Rebounded by James.
Now here's Ahern.
And he's going up for the hoop here.
The kick out to Leduc.
Blanchet to the inside. Here's James.
Big show of athleticism by MP, going up strong for the dunk.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Outside Leduc. Monsieur.
The three-pointer off the mark.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Inside. Here's James.
And James slams it in.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Strasburg on offense. Outside Leduc.
Misses off the right iron.
I don't know if he just ran out of gas or what, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. He's got to fuel up somehow.
And James again.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Pass to Lemuel. Roquefort for 3.
The shot, no good. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's James. D right on him, but they get it back. Goes back up, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Here's Miller. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly...
Look, I have a ton.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory.
My job is to do whatever this team needs. Whatever that is, that scoring, defense, playmaking.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What
most of it is in the moment reactions.
How was the escargot?
Awesome, bro. Them things was bussin'.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle-Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right? Yeah, so dude can soar, no doubt. Great finisher. But we gotta deny him the ball because he knows how to get to the cup once he gets the rock.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket.
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're going to leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the FBSL on 2K Sports. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. Coming up, it'll be Paris versus Marseille.
And Paris FC has been the surprise of the season. They've pulled out some impressive wins, and with just one more win here tonight, they're going to qualify for the EBA tournament.
And it's safe to say that MP has led this team far beyond expectation.
No question about that. I mean, if they get into that EBA tournament, well, anything can happen from there. But don't sleep on Marseille. They've got a lot of experienced players like Louis Dupont who are about as competitive as it gets. So really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Here's Marseille with the ball.
It's a 5-point game.
Barrow up top, guarded by Dumont.
And he hits the jumper for two.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Now here's Brisebois. Pass to Bourgeois. That one falls, coming off Brisebois' feet.
Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spot and getting exactly what he wanted.
Left side, James.
Kicks it out to Portier.
James. That one drops for him.
Fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Here in the first with just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong. They really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already. They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
James on the wing.
Over Barrow. And Paris tacks on two more.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here's Barrow.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
A shot by Bourgeois, no good.
Bodied him up and made him alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
But you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point. The youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Bourgeois.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
And it's Paris with the ball. Pass to Portier. Back to James. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
And that'll raise their field goal percentage even more. They're enjoying a big edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has just been great.
Such a high IQ on this team.
Now here's Barrow.
No good on the triple. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer James. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10. Double-digit perfection.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc. Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard.
Paris FC. Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, and obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Yard can't hit.
Unhindered going all the way. Nice shot by James.
All right, little old school stuff from MP, going with the midi.
Here's Durant.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
There's Barrow with the 3. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
And guys, how huge has he been to give his team a lift?
Well, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for his efficiency at the offensive end.
I mean, he is just keeping them in this game.
And the basket by James.
After the 3 on the other end, you had to know MP was itching to hit a 3 of his own.
They set a pick.
Pass to Valois. Here's Riyard.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's James.
Oh, look at that.
And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
With the crossover.
Valois with the rebound. Here's Durant, covered by Portier. Barrow on the wing.
16 points for him.
And it's Paris with the ball.
They led by as many as 18 points.
Oh, with authority. And how about that? MP showing a little extra flair with the thunderous throwdown.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low.
And Dumont slamming it down.
Way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
We may have to pause the game. The basket's still shaking.
Yeah, he got as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
And James slams it in.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Here's Paris.
They lead by 14. This one for 3.
That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this